Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to introduce myself, but not now. We are starting our program right about now. Hopefully that we will enjoy ourselves today. Right? I don't need any sad faces today because we're here to celebrate. Isn't that so? Okay, so we're about to start our program. Firstly, can we all stand for our national anthem so that we open our ceremony? Thank you so much to our technical team. We may be seated. Now I think it is time for me to introduce myself. My name is Luto, as written in the program. Luto Mdugwane, ungichane ke lo, igama elihle. I'm going to be the program director for the day. I think I'm too handsome to be called an MC, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the program director for the day. Please, don't make any mistake when you come here and call me MC. That is unacceptable. The program director for the day. I saw some people coming to the podium taking pictures before we started the program. They had to be removed. Now, that was illegal, guys. If you have posted those pictures, go to your social media and delete those pictures. I'm the first person who is legal here to be taking photos. Do you understand each other, eh? So if it's Tombe Sako, Instagram, Facebook, and whatnot, please go and remove that picture. That picture was, well, it's illegal. We have all the right to say you must be arrested. I'm the first one. So please, ningo yikun photo, bengisacela ningishute, please. Now, and if you're not using an iPhone, I thank you. Sit down, please. Don't take a photo of me, because I don't want to, when I look at my pictures, if you ngabi bright. You all know your phones, guys, right? So we are going to call Mr. Myayiza for our opening, who is the executive director for Haysha. Can we all put our hands together for Mr. Myayiza? Sizanga phambili.
This MC is quite tall. We're going to be doing a lot of adjusting of the mic every time he comes to this podium. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's wonderful to have you here gathered today. I always marvel at the picture that you see standing up here. when you look at the splendor of the beauty that is before me. You don't have the view that I have, but this beauty of black and gold that is gathered here today is indeed something to marvel. It's great that I'm allowed to open today's occasion for us in recognition of those staff members that have served us for remarkable periods of time in form of long service awards, staff excellence awards, as well as recognition of our retirees. This is truly indeed a very special occasion for us as the Walter Sisulu family, as we celebrate and we honor your milestone, your achievements that you have made. You indeed have been the contributing blocks, stones, and rocks that have made Walter Sisulu to be the wonderful university that it has become. So we gather today in recognition of the many years that our long service awards candidates will be receiving, which is testament to your loyalty, your dedication and commitment to Walter Sisulu's cause. Through your unwavering support over the many, many years, you have been pillars of strength, and you continue to do so as we witness the continued rise of the Walter Sisulu Phoenix. This university would not have reached the great heights that it has received, that it has reached without your dedication, your commitment to her cause. Through the Excellence Awards, we remind ourselves of what is possible when talent, hard work, passion come together. Your outstanding achievements and innovation are truly remarkable and are something for us to marvel at. Your professionalism over the many years in your own areas of responsibilities is indeed appreciated. For our retirees, today is our opportunity for us to honor your years of lifelong service to this university. As you transition into a new chapter in your lives, we reflect on the legacy that you leave behind, which has enriched us and touched many lives, both of our students and staff that have passed through this university. In closing, ladies and gentlemen, please accept my heartfelt congratulations to all our honorees for today. There's a couple of hundreds of them that we are honoring for all your commitment and excellence in the many, many years. We wish you that you continue to do so, and Walter Sisulu, through these opportunities and occasions, shows its pride, recognition, and appreciation of the value that you give to this university. And with those few words, let us celebrate today, enjoy ourselves, and continue to make Walter Sisulu great again. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Miaiza. You complained about my height, so I made a plan so that you may not adjust this microphone. I can see, I'm not even sure if this is called a microphone. It's too classy. So I'm used to this one. So it's better I use this one that I'm familiar with. So I'm not going to stand there. Of course, it can be a boring program if I can stand there the whole day. By the way, I've been speaking English the whole week. You can imagine from someone from Kwekwe that will have to speak English the whole day today. So it's a struggle for me. But hopefully that we will enjoy ourselves. And I see many, many, many sad faces here as if they are about to sing Naguguvuga. And I'm worried about this thing. I'm worried. So we are not going to sing Naguguvuga today. So I need to see some happy faces. I'm going to move around here. And we are definitely going to dance. Are you ready for that? Oh. So we will dance, but I don't want us to dance before the keynote address. So now we are going to call, we are about to go to our main address, and we are going to call Professor N.R. Songa, our Vice Chancellor and Principal, to the podium. Can we please all put our hands together for Professor R.R. Songa? Andikatiyekani, you can continue with the hands. Only a parteka, you can stop now.
Idi, sifanele ukusuka music bathum. We are celebrating today. We are not here to negotiate. We are here to celebrate. And there's something that is lacking. Umcimbi music. Ladies and gentlemen, as we celebrate, I acknowledge you all, including the executive management and the people we are here to celebrate and to bid farewell. If we look at our journey from 2020, I'm sure you'll agree with us, especially we have been here longer than ourselves, that there's been immense change. And now I'm going to talk in general terms because there are always exceptions to the rule. Immense change, immense excitement, and there were times when we were anxious for different reasons, anxious about our programs, anxious about change, anxious about our futures, but I think we are all settled now and reassured that in as much as we continue on a journey of change, we'll do so collectively. I would like, therefore, to start by recognizing the retirees. It is very important that there's always a memory, institutional memory. Because even though we change and we must change, it is always important that we should know our baseline, where we come from. And institutions are no exception. I therefore would like to recognize our retirees and then hope that they will continue to support us in some shape or form and be our advocates wherever they are going to. In addition, I would also like to recognize those that have been here for the long haul. Today, we're going to recognize colleagues who have been here for the past 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 25 years, and 30 years. I can't recall whether we have 35 years. I think we do, 1 or 2. And these are the people who have helped us to adjust. As we come to WSU and leave WSU, these are the people that help us to adjust, that always remind us that they've been doing things in the same way for 20 years, and we say, but now we need to change. But they're also important because they always remind us not to forget where we come from, and that it is important that we have a balanced cohort of staff members, the old and the new. In that way, we're able to ensure that the legacy of WSU continues. Excellence Awards are also very important because they recognize the people who have, in effect, bought into the vision and who understand the importance of hard work and appreciate the fact that without hard work, there isn't much that we can achieve. I know that we still struggle a lot with old cultures and traditions of people who do not want to go to work. And I can recall that this year, early this year, before we appointed the DVCs and whilst we were waiting for the executive deans and whilst others were beginning to immerse themselves in their new positions, I was the one who was running around saying people must go to class, which was not welcomed. But it was just to say we are here to do the work, and there are students who are expecting us to deliver because we made them promises. And indeed, our students were ready. And I must recognize, because these things, we see the result from collective effort. Even though there are managers who drive change, it is you who ensure that that change happens. So there can never be a leader that says that they did things on their own. Without you, we wouldn't have changed. Without you, we wouldn't have rationalized. And without you, we wouldn't have moved from number 19, which we occupied in 2020, to number 16, which we stand at, compared to other institutions. And I'm going to challenge you that we ensure that by 2030, we move from number 16 at least to number 10. And I'm sure we can achieve that. And I always emphasize the academic project. I'm sure you understand why, and I want you to forgive me for doing that. It's not because I don't appreciate the work that is being done by support staff. And I want to take this opportunity today to say to our support staff, I personally see you, and I appreciate the work that you do. And I see how much we have changed over the years. But of course, I'll always go back to the academic project. With these few words, I'm going to also appreciate the managers who hold the fort all the time and who lead by example. And I'm going to ask that we continue to pursue excellence. Bamangele, xa besijonga, xa becabanga sivelaphi. And that's what makes me happy. Sibe proud about our achievements. We worked hard. Akunjalongo. We worked very hard, and we can never be apologetic for that. We insisted, we said excellence must be the order of the day, and we'll continue to do that. Ours is to support our colleagues and ensure that they thrive, and we need to continue doing that. Iwusu must never be undermined. Ndiyabulela.
Much to the VC. I think because you said, ma'am, we must dance a little bit. You will stand here with me. Then they will join us. Everyone is going to stand now. And then I looked at you and I saw my age group here in this table. Now I know very well the kind of music which we used to play in the days. Our technical team, can you play the song? Now can we all stand to this? I want to teach you. In fact, you know how to do this dance, right? You know how to do it, right? You know how to do it, right? I need some people who are going to come to me. Mr. Miaiza, come. It goes like this. Cheers. 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 Then you turn. Eh? There you go. 1, 2, 3, cheers. 1, 2, 3, cheers. 1, 2, 3, cheers. 1. Let's go. Chica. 1, 2, 3, cheers. 1, 2, 3, cheers. 1, 2, 3, cheers. Let's go. 1. Let's go. 2. Let's go. 3, chica. Yes. That's what. Sideways. Cheers. Cheers. 1. Let's go. 2. Let's go. 3. Chica. Yes. I'm 1, 2, 3. Chica. What's that? Thank you so much, technical team. Can you put our hands together for our Vice Chancellor? Yeah. The aim is not to sweat, by the way. The aim is not to sweat. I can see I'm at 2K this side. Are you guys ready for me? I think I'm at 2K kaloku lana ngapha. Compared to this side. Kwamanzi nte, sawabetha kube manzi nte. Siyeza apho. And I think that because we're in the Eastern Cape, so we also can sing, isn't that so? So we're still going to sing Bendinixelele, dathi ndinabo. Abazalana nam. Ayinaba ke mna kenzalana nabo on this table, guys. And Bendinixelele. So now we are going to go to the awarding. I think that's the purpose of the day. If your name, we have a red carpet here. So you definitely need to walk on this red carpet when you are going to collect your certificate. And then you go on this side. Then you go up to the stage. Are we all clear, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, you're going to use. If your name is called, please. Mamelan, tata lento, aina bungus. So you definitely need to step on this red carpet. Aina ndoli? Aina bungus. Please. And if ungabantu nababebecwezela, you will walk here on this red carpet. So as we go to the awarding, we will ask our Vice Chancellor, Principal, and the Deputy, Mr. M. Lillington, to go to our podium or stage so that we may start with the awarding. We're going to start from 10 years. 10 years is Miss Tobile Lutoy, who's going to do 10 years for us. 15 years, it is Miss Kutala Kotwana, who's going to do 15 years for us. And then 20 years and 25 years, it is Mr. Siabulela Mkiswa. And then our 30 years and 35, it is Mr. Siabulela Myaiza. And then our retirees, again, Mr. Siabulela Myaiza. Then Vice Chancellor's Excellence Awards, again, our Executive Director HR, Mr. Siabulela Myaiza. With the hope that Wagumdul is really coming like right. So now I'm going to hand over the mic to Miss Tobile. Miss Tobile. Miss Tabile Lutoyi. You will go there at the podium. A round of applause for her, ladies and gentlemen, please. We are still going to dance, don't worry. The night is still young. Now the day is still young. Yes. So we are still going to dance.
Madam Vice Chancellor, it is my privilege to present to you the staff members who have reached a significant milestone of 10 years of dedicated service to the university. Dr. A. Mngeni, Dr. M. Kolosa, Dr. N. Faleni, Dr. O. Matarirano, Dr. S.V.M. Konyana, Dr. V. Kumar, Dr. Y.S. Hosu, Ms. K. Oliphant, Miss L. van Herden. Miss N. Sonamzi. Miss T. Tole. Miss T.P. Xaba. Miss Z. Mbana. Mr. A.C. Hashe. Mr. A.Y. Gengardin. Mr. B.G. Ndaba. Mr. D.T. Sonamzi. Mr. E.K. Mquqo. Mr. E.L. Njokweni. Mr. F.A. Ntaya. Mr. K.R. Menye. Mr. M. Petse. Mr. R.N. Mangaliso. Mr. R.V. Ralihoko. Mr. S. Mushwetsi. Mr. S. Paramela. Mr. S. L. Finini. Mr. S.S. Dlangamandla. Mr. T. Totana. Mr. T.G. Mutsepe. Mr. T.O. Siwendu. Mr. T.S. Muhlomi. Mr. W. Dix. Mr. W.V. Madebe. Mr. X Velem, Mrs. A.N. Bomvu, Mrs. C.H. McGowan Perry, Mrs. L.L. Chikwana, Mrs. N. Dimaza, Mrs. N. Samson, Mrs. N. B. Gakrisa, Mrs. P. Mayekiso, Mrs. S. Fata, Mrs. S. Koch, Mrs. S. Vuyalakshmi, Mrs. Tim Fikoyi, Miss N. Tsondwa, Miss N. Zenzile, Miss O. N. Pondombini, Miss P. Dlepulanga, Miss S. Yekani, Miss Z. Xhego, Prof. S.B. Balkaran, Prof Tindlovu. Thank you, colleagues.
Thank you so much, Miss. Now we are going to 15 years. Just a friendly reminder that our recipients come on this side and then they use the stairs, right? They use the stairs. And then you do not exit this side. It's Pumangale, right? Yes. Now we are going to call Miss Kutala Gokwana to do 15 years for us. A round of applause, please. Unfortunately, we will dance when we are done with the awards. We can't dance while our VC and deputy are standing there. Asoze. So, when we are done with the awards, okay, South London's.
Good day, colleagues. The first 15-year-old at Walter Sisulu University is Dr. H.O. Uzoma. Next, Dr. M. Chaisi. Dr. N.P. Hawkins. Dr. Akbar. Dr. N.P. Magala. Miss B.A. Bingwa. Miss B.E. Ngapai. Miss K. Kava. Miss L. Stuma. Miss N. Mdoda. Miss M.S. Latula. Miss Anne Hlomendlini. Miss Anne Chwambi. Miss Anne Mantantana. Miss Anne Bikini, sorry. Miss Anne Bikini. Miss Anne Sitsamba. Miss Anne Sitsamba. Miss Anne Chazibana. Miss Anne Gumbe. Miss Anne Sikrele. Miss Anne P. Duze. Miss P. Nikani. Miss P.N. Dangazele. Miss R. Goliath. Miss R. Goliath. Miss S. Kewana. Miss S. Mabusela. Miss T. Mpongwana. Miss UG Mapekula. Miss WT Mfeya. Miss YMM Mweli. Mr. A. Mapinda. Mr. B. Mkuku. Mr. D. Ndose. Mr. DS Mawisa, Mr. FC Mlungu, Mr. H. Fende, Mr. K. E. Suresh, Mr. L. Batuni, Mr. L. Mbikahlobo, Mr. L. Mtwapi, Mr. L. N. Mafanya, Mr. L. A. Mnapu, Mr. M. Bachi, Mr. M. Tengani, Mr. M. Dimane, Mr. M. Dimane, Mr. M. Kwababa, Mr. M. Lali, Mr. M. Mvapansi, Mr. M. Ngana, Mr. M. Tyelela, Mr. Y. MYP Makasha, Mr. N. Nzuza, Mr. N. E. Sidinile, Mr. O. D. Yawa, Mr. P. Damane, Mr. P. Ntantiso, Mr. P. M. Nyakenye, Mr. P.W. Fadan, Mr. R.M. Gandu, Mr. R.O. Enokwena, Mr. S. Matu, Mr. S. Mda. Mr. S. Mnengi. Mr. S. Njokwana. Mr. S. Nkala. Mr. S. Velem. Mr. S.C. Nogcinisa. Mr. S.M. Syriac. Mr. T. Cabane. Mr. T. Mavenyengwa. Mr. T. Mkhubata. Mr. X. Ntsete. Mr. Z. Magadana. Mrs. A.L. Bottoman. Mrs. B. Ngomane. Mrs. K. Ngodwana. Mrs. L. Manichana Dotwana. Mrs. L. Maynard. Mrs. N.A.J. Ntakanakota. Mrs. N.E. Ngakaza Matakane. Mrs. N. Kapa Mfabane. Mrs. N. Lunguza. Mrs. N. Sikoti. Mrs. N. Somtseu. Mrs. N. Tsutsu. Mrs. N.E. Sizeke, Mrs. N.N.C. Jako, Mrs. P.C. Mdodana, Mrs. P. Ngabeni, Mrs. N.F. Morrison, Mrs. S. Mpukwana, Mrs. T. Tsawemba, Mrs. Yu Ngandu, Mrs. V. Boyce, Mrs. W. Qamane, Mrs. Z. Jadezweni, Mrs. A. N. Matolo, Mrs. K. Matikizela, Mrs. N. Mtwa, Mrs. N. Ngonyolo, Mrs. N. Tsondwa, Mrs. N. Khwai, Mrs. P. Busakwe, Mrs. P. Xaba, Mrs. P. Bikini, Mrs. S. Bikini, Miss Z. Gweta, Miss Z. Zidlele, Professor K. Stradom, Professor P.F. Tseki, and lastly but not least, Miss T. Manqishi.
Thank you so much to Miss Kutala Gotwana. Now I feel jealous, guys. I feel very, very jealous. Because when I was walking here, you didn't clap for me or you didn't stream for me and all that. Now can I introduce myself so that you may clap hands for me? Can I do that? And then I will walk on this red carpet like no one else. Ne? Are you going to do that for me? Mamela ke, technical team will put that song. I also, by the way, I'm a former student at WSU University. I saw Serams at this corner from Queenstown. Yeah, technical team, I need that song. Now, ladies and gentlemen, can you please put your hands together for the program director of the day, Lutom Tugwane. Zincinye zizanda, zincinye zizanda, yebo. Thank you so much, technical team. We are still gonna play that song. We are still gonna dance for that song, ne? Yeah, I'm gonna teach you by Yambajan. But for now, let's please call on stage for 20 and 25 years, Mr. Siyabulela Mkiswa. Put your hands together for Mr. Siyabulela Mkiswa.
Inqununu nesekela layo inkokheli zonke ezikhoyo apha ze-university abasebenzi abalapha molweni nonke ndibulele kumphathi wami ngale tenda yofunda lamagama ndizawuqala ngo-Dr. F.A. Ganji Frokwala, uDr. L.G. Mbechu, uDr. R.M. Panika, Miss L.D. Bika, Miss N.P. Joni, Miss S. Mtati, Miss T. Vichima, Mr. A. Machanda, Mr. J. Arens, Mr. M. Kanyile, Mr. M.K. Mchacha, Mr. M. Matutwana, ndinike into bhala. Mr. M. Matutwana, Mr. M. Msomi, Mr. M. A. Teteni, Mr. M. B. Mageu, Mr. N. Ngongwa, Mr. N. Sikumete, Mr. N. R. Mchabe, Mr. O. Titi, Mr. P. P. Ngulu, Mr. Q. Makala, Mr. S. Mfeya, Mr. S. Mchaulana, Mr. S. Nondwayana, Mr. S. Xakwe, Mrs. A. E. Sunday, Mrs. B. Mkabile, Mrs. F. Conway, Mrs. L. Jayakrishnan, Mrs. N. M. Dukata, Mrs. N. Mchakazi, Mrs. N. Plachi, Mrs. N. Matiloi, Mrs. N. Mdankomo, Mrs. N. T. M. Mchacha, Mrs. P. Maseti, Mrs. T. R. Majiki Mabandla, Mrs. T. S. Bikicha, Mrs. V. P. Ngalwa, Mrs. Z Mabona, Mrs. N Mnyaka, Miss NG Benga, Miss NM Taba, Miss S Tola, Miss S Tola, Miss Tino Ncuba, Prof GEA Okute, kube no mama UN Mbiko, certificate ska mama UN Mbiko siyafuneka. N Mbiko, aba abasebenzi balandelayo ngabasebenzi be-25 years. Dr. Milanes Rodriguez, Mr. B.E. Valentine, Mr. F. Zekani, Mr. J.G. Tanzi, Mr. N.A. Pakati, Mr. O.V.T. Ndondo, Mr. S. Baja, Mr. V. Ntsinde, Mrs. N. Njoni Qotyeni, ndibagqibile kabam abantu.
Uthi babethe bonke azalana nabo yena abantu. Bonke azalana nabo. Now we are moving to 30 and 35. So let us please welcome Mr. Siyabulela Mnyaiza as he come up front to do 30 and 35 years. Zitheni zancinci izandla. By the way, Mr. Mnyaiza said I'm tall, but he forgot something. Suppose he said the program director is tall and handsome. Thank you, sir.
Handsome is added to that sentence. Good morning, colleagues. I've been requested to present those of our colleagues who have been with us for 30 as well as 35 years. For those that have been with us for 30 years of service, Dr. Goldsway, Mr. Lula Malangeni.
Shivo, show.
Miss Fundi Nciza. Mr. A.S. Soyizwapi. Mr. M. Ndungane. Mr. M. Nkwelo. Mr. N. Mgeu. Mr. T.F. Ngalashe. Mr. W. Ngeketo. Mrs. L. Bushula.
Khawubheka isitho sayo inyathela ngabantwana.
Miss G. Eulana, pardon me. Miss N. Kyanki. Miss N. Timakwe. And the last name that I will call, we're recognizing her posthumously, having departed from this world a few months ago, Miss P.N. Pakati. Those were the long service awards with staff that have been with us for 35 years. We now have concluded that part of our recognition. We will proceed to now recognize our retirees, those men and women that have served us loyally for the longest of time. They are Mr. G. Bibi, Dr. S.F. Mambo, Dr. J.M. Podges, Dr. N.P. Teza, Mrs. N. Jack, Mr. R. Mahlangu, Ms. Z. Miataza, Mr. V. Bear, Ms. S. Ndlazi, Professor Tishe, hey, Mhlekazi. Mr. NZ Mchabe, Mr. NR Mchabe, Mr. DC Botma, Mr. P. Mfazwe, Ms. T.T. Jange, Mr. K.E. Suresh, Dr. M.R. Krekle. Mrs. K.C. Jokweni, Miss J.T. Diwu, Miss Z. Abenda, Miss P. Malefane, Dr. T. Mahosi, Miss N.S. Mabulu, Mrs. Z. Mahlati, Miss N. Nxasana, Mr. M. Ndungane, and finally, Mr. N.K. Mbechu. I'm not done yet, sorry. Miss M.N. Sompa, Mrs. K. Hermanas, Mrs. M. McKay, Mr. N.E. Nzima. Mr. X. Mgoduka, Miss N.Y. Timakwe, Dr. P.W. Bowe, and finally, Mr. V.L. Ramabele.
Serams. Thank you so much, Mr. Miyaiza, for the retirees. Yeah, oh, so Serams is retiring now. But he looks young. I think he needs to tell us if how old is he? Because he looks very young. And Yamono fresh, Nimjongil. Na ile walk. Na ile walk, Serams. Now, as we proceed to the Excellence Awards, can we please ask Professor M. Lillington to step down and take a seat? And then we are going to ask Professor E.N. Ishe to help VC. Unfortunately, VC, you will have to wait up until we finish the awarding for you to take your seat. Please, Galogo ezandleni for Professor E.N. Ishe. You may proceed, Mr. Nyaiza.
Thank you. We now move to the last of our categories for today. And this category is ably named the Vice Chancellor's Excellence Awards 2024. And a number of nominations were received, and the selection panel has decided on the lot that I will now read. Mr. A. Nando in the Finance Department. Mr. V. Langeni, DLT. Ms. P. Mayekiso, Faculty of Medicine. Mrs. R. Mentor, Finance. Mrs. S. Vukutu. Mr. N. Lolo. Ms. A. Macholo, Engineering. Ms. A. Mkwati. Ms. A. Khoji. Ms. B. Panyaza. Miss L. Tsekwana. Miss L. Mjali. Miss M. Kekezwa. Miss N. Dangazele. Miss N. Katrisa. Miss N. Mbiza, QMD. Miss N. Mwanda. Hey, ngo Miss. Miss N. Mzileni. Miss N. Ngai. Miss N. Qethuka. Miss N. Vena. Miss N. Ntongana. Miss O. Lanzela. Miss Q Matola. Miss RZ Msakeni. Miss S Kewana. Miss S Mfihlo. Miss S Twangu. Miss V Kringa. And finally, Miss Y Gwagwa. Ladies and gentlemen, another round of applause for all our honorees for the Long Service Awards, retirees, as well as Vice Chancellor's Excellence Awards.
Thank you so much to Mr. Nyaiza. We may get seated to our Vice Chancellor. Can sit down with Professor Ishe. Yeah. Bakona bangafumenanga. Ansaba will. But unfortunately, not today, ne? Not today. I can see that most people that were not awarded are on this side, ne? Now, I want us to sing a song for them, just for them to be fine with this thing. Nizaba right, mosne? Zizauchiki zinto wenukhalelane wenulilelane zizauchiki zinto wenukhalelane wenulilelane. VC, this goes to you. Isikhalo somntana siwuye wenukhalelane wenulilelane wenukhal. Ani cule ngathi ni right noba ni awadwanga. You are fine with that, eh? Now we are moving to our replies. Now, but before we go there, we all know that we are on the 16 days of activism against gender-based violence, right? But niyaniphoqa ngathi anikwazi ucula nina. Ngondi nithanda kangaka. Igama lamakhosikazi ma malibongwe ikamala lamakhosikazi malibongwe 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 mama ikama lamakhosikazi malibongwe malibongwe yeah, I'm not that bad, Ikona, ne? I'm not that bad. Yeah, I'm not that bad, Shem. So, no Gondiazam. So now we are going to our replies. I'm told that they have 2 minutes to reply. So we are going straight to Ilong Service Awards, our academic and support staff. Kutwege, we will have Miss F. Ngiza to come and reply. A round of applause for Miss F. Ngiza.
Good afternoon, colleagues. It is an honor to stand before you this afternoon to deliver the vote of thanks on behalf of our fellow Long Service Awards recipients. This recognition is not just a celebration of years, but shared commitment to the success and also shared the happiness and loyalty to the university. For those of us who began our journey before the merger, this institution has been a canvas of transformation. We have witnessed the evolution of the former institutions into Walter Sisulu University. We have adapted to change, embraced legacy of excellence that continues to define the university. In our time, serving multiples of different vice-chancellors, different councillors, but here we are still here because of loyalty to the university and the commitment. We have faced the trials and triumphs, supported each other, and upheld the values that make this university a beacon for our students and our communities. I would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to the university leadership for this recognition. Your acknowledgement of our contribution inspires us to continue serving with passion. To our colleagues and families who have walked this journey with us, thank you for your unwavering support. As we celebrate this afternoon, let us remember that our legacy is not the years we have served, but the lives we have touched and the foundation we have helped to build those lives. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. F. Ngiza. Now, right? I can see now the faces, you look very sad. Now we are about to do this dance move, ne? Once the music hits, I want people who know this dance challenge to join me, right? If you know the song by Kacheni, Hit After Hit, you know that one, right? Niyayazi, ne? Ukhona undaba ezithu? So, I need people who are going to jump and come. So we will stand so that we are celebrating, right? especially to the awardees. Ne? Now, technical, can you give me that song? Please, please, come to me fast. I'm having a problem here. Maybe I'm at the wrong venue or. Okay, mhlawumbe nifuna uvala umkhukhu. And then when it comes to that. But we are going to go to that one more time, but not now. Now let us please put our hands together for a reply for our excellent awards, Miss P. Mayeki. So, esiza ngaphambili. Yeah. So, Dash is coming. And the mask gang of Miss P. Bangban, because Ben Funuguti, Mrs. P. Ben Funuguti, hi P. Little any camera, please. Kubani? Hi Pindi. Pindi, hi Pindi. Pindi, hi.
Thank you, Program Director. Let me greet the Vice Chancellor, Professor Songa, the DVCs, the University Management as a whole, and all managers and my colleagues present today on this blessed, prestigious occasion in the name of our Lord Jesus. Vice Chancellor, it is an honor for me to stand before you today, Your Excellency, with gratitude coming from the depths of the hearts of the recipient of the Vice Chancellor's Excellency Award. And as the support staff, we say thank you for being recognized and awarded for the excellent service that which we render daily to our managers, students, and our stakeholders. We are indeed diligent and excellent, Professor Songa, and we are not shy to say that, hence the recognition today. The employment opportunity opened by this institution saw us working with diligence, patience, and determination, not knowing that a day like this would come, apho kuzothiwa kuthi nenze kakuhle, qhubekelani phambili. Vice Chancellor, thank you for being a beacon of transformation and hope, especially to the women who saw themselves making drastic improvements in academics in the current years. Indeed, the improvement of the infrastructure and the promotion of the support staff attest to the success of the ongoing rationalization and consolidation program. The book of Proverbs written by Solomon speaks of a wise woman who builds her house with her own hands and her house thrives. Nguwe lowo mfazi osisilumko ofike wawakha umzi katata uqhamela yaye unenkqubela phambili. Siyazingca ngawe. To our managers who chose to take their time and nominate us, we say thank you. We promise to continue to shine the beacon of the university's core values of honesty and integrity, quality and excellence, respect and ubuntu as stated in Vision 2020. Your Excellency, Professor Songa, we say thank you once more. Ngokusithoba inhliziyo, sonwabe kakhulu singabantwana bakho mama. The book of Proverbs 13:21 in the Amplified Version reads as follows. She looks well to how things go in her household and does not eat the bread of idleness. Her children rise and call her blessed, happy, prosperous, and to be admired. Sisho njalo kuwe Ndlovukazi. And lastly, to the nominees, the staff, the university management, and the Vice Chancellor, may the Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord makes his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord lift his face upon you and give you peace. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mrs. P. Mayegiso. Now, people are complaining about music, but they are not dancing for that music. Now I fail to understand. Now, we are going to call our retiree, Professor E.N. Cishe. But, Prof, before you go to that podium, you will have to dance for us. With Ontanga Bakho. I have a song because I was born those years, you can see most. Now I understand very well the type of music which we were listening to back in the days. Technical, my selector. Iyeza la ngoma yethu. Naso? Prof! Chisa! I am expecting everyone to stand. Aibo. Akala mtu mbambileyo, Prof. Chini ninjani kanti. Chisa. Chiga dressing. Chisa. Chiga dressing. Ato. Hey. Where are the other retirees? Andiniva too. Come on, I'm not feeling you. Chisa. Sorry, can you pause for me? Technical, before she starts addressing us, I want all the retirees to come here to me. Because by us ngoku. All the retirees, please, on stage. Up. We're going to play that song and they're going to dance for us. I need to move. The aim is not to sweat. All of the retirees. It can't be two. It can't be two. Asaram's Naba. It can't be two. My selector, hit it for me. Chisa. 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 Naso. Yes, wena. Chisa wena. Anikwazi ukikizela. Nazo. Now I want us to do a remix. I want us to do like this. Look. Look, do like this. Cheers. Mama Zite. Cheers. What's? Cheers. Yes, thank you so much to our retirees. Yeah. Yabona ke ngo? Bendini xelele athinthi nabo abantu bam abazalana nam bendini xelele athinthi nabo abantu bam abazalana nam naba abazalana nam naba abazalana nam nabo, abazalana nam naba. Yes. Ndiyavakala uba I'm a former student yaseWalter Sisulu. Awusuke ndithi
Program
asinamali.
Director, thank you. Kumnandi uba lapha. It's nice to be here. Vice Chancellor and Principal, Madam Rashila Songa, Deputy Vice Chancellor, Teaching and Learning, Professor Maggie Linnington, your executive management seated on your table. I see leadership in front here. I'm not going to mention names. Everybody here, long service awards, awardees, excellent awardees, and us, the retirees, it's nice to be here. Good afternoon. We've been given only 2 minutes each, and I've decided to jot down key points because as a teacher, I can go on and even go and ask questions and look around, point at the noisemakers to write other noisemakers. But I'm not going to do that today. In his opening, EDHR made mention of the recognition of long service and recognition of retirement as showing the university's recognition of such dedication. The university honors the lives long service colleagues we have spent at this university. And the VC said, wishes us well in our future lives. A program director, I'm protesting against you. You said when Untate Ramabele was coming up here that he looks young, and did not mention that all the retirees look very young, not only him. As WSU retirees, this institution is our home, and we will ever be loyal to the university and fly its flag high wherever we are. I've never heard during the years of our service any one of the colleagues that were dancing here on the stage to have dragged the name of Walter Sisulu University into dispute. If there is, for any reason, I missed that one, you can pull me by the jersey after this and tell me that, lady or gentleman, we'll have to talk nicely, the two of us. Colleagues, I appeal to those who have been awarded for having long service in this university and those who have excelled to continue doing so. Remember that the university is in its journey of Vision 2030. And remember that everybody has to work together in order to make sure that the goals that the university has set for itself are achieved. Achieved with commitment and dedication. In this journey, there are many changes that are taking place. I want you to remember that Fulan once said, Change is a fact of life, and it should be approached head on. Do not be resistant to change. Those remaining behind, please take your batons and run with change. And if there is any issue that needs to be spoken about, there are always tables to sit around and make sure that those are attended to. The VC said today is a day to rejoice and dance. You have seen us retirees dancing. You saw the VC in the beginning. We are shy ibus. We are not lula. Prof Mantini knows me and ibus. But so I need any other dance, but not ibus. Your appreciation of us, Vice Chancellor, is highly welcome. And we want to assure you that WSU is our home. We will ever cherish the memories of this home. As retirees, we thank you, Executive Director, Human Resources, because we know the hard work that has gone behind at this in your office. But again, I have a protest. I need my dress before the university closes. Everybody has a dress or a shirt. I hope the colleagues on that table will also have their shirts and dresses. The entire leadership under Professor Songa has shown the way they appreciate the kind of service that is done by you colleagues that are here in this university. And it is worse for us retirees. We appreciate more to be recognized at our exit. And as I have said, we will ever remain a Walter Sisulu University family. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much to Prof. Now, to all retirees, I know that you're going to go at home and then you will do your Thanksgivings. Ne? Yabona ke, Professor, the reason why you were missing that bus is because no one was conducting. Now you need a proper program director for you by bus. If you invite me when you're doing your Thanksgiving, I say bus. To all the retirees, don't worry. I'm not expensive. So, you can call me anytime. I'm one phone call away. Now, we are going to call, there were 2 certificates that were omitted in 15 years. We will call Mr. Siyabulela Kiswa to present those 2 awards, and we will ask our VC and deputy to please help us with the awarding of those certificates. As they come, there's this song which our teacher is going to play. Sorry about that. Our technical team is going to play. Song esizama mphrishi. Bakhona abantu bethomoya apha endlini. Can you please play that song, please, as they come? Shisa! Mabuha abantu bethomoya. Yole. Shisa! Why am I the channel economy, guys? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Abantu bajayivele ekoneni bethunana. Ayini.
Masiqhubezele. Sinabasebenzi abathathu abalibalekileyo. Sebekunye ne-university for iminyaka e-15, 15 years of service. Owokuqala ngu-Mr. TL Mduzulwana. Nobusaphethe umcimbi we-JBF apha khona. Owesibini ngu-Mr. M Msikinya. Owesithathu ngu-Mr. A Ncapayi.
Thank you so much. Let me ask Professor M. Lillington to not go down. She's going to do the vote of thanks for us, which is Professor M. Lillington, Deputy Vice Chancellor, Teaching and Learning.
Vice Chancellor, Prof. Suntre, DVC Research and Innovation, Prof. Riche, Executive Management, Executive Deans, HOD staff, recipients of long service awards, retirees, and excellent award recipients, Mweni. Is that wrong? What a wonderful celebration of Water Sisulu's pursuit of excellence. I want to thank all the retirees for their service to Water Sisulu University. You'll be remembered with fondness and joy as you have left a legacy behind for others to follow. Yes, you all look young. 65 is the new 45. I want to recognize and thank the long service awardees, your dedication to the university. And then a special word of thanks to all the excellence awardees. You have given us inspiration, as did the three speakers, Ms. Ngriza, Mrs. Mayakiso, and Prof. Triche. A special word to Prof. Triche, who's been an inspiration since I joined in July and has helped me so far. Days like today don't happen without a lot of work by many people. Mr. Lutu Mtukwane, thank you for being such a wonderful MC, both handsome, musical, and excellent. And for really bringing today together as a celebration and a party. To Mr. Mnyayiza, for your warm welcome and opening, and for setting the scene so admirably. Prof. Suntre, your address was humbling and inspiring, and I thank you for reminding us of the importance of new and old and the outcome of pursuing excellence. Thank you for opening the dance floor. Behind every successful employee is a manager, and next to them is a team. So a big thanks to all the managers and co-workers of the awardees as well. As the ED of HR, Ms. Mnyaza, a huge thank you to you and your whole department. Thank you for your leadership and tireless work. From the HRBPs, the managers and the directors, thank you for all the hard work throughout the year that makes our employees successful, as well as the last few weeks in making today a success. The work of everyone who was working with the certificates today, it was quite a daunting task, thank you. And your clothing is beautiful. I'm waiting for my shirt. To Mr. Choir and your team, as always, you make every event a special event. You have a skilled and competent team, and thank you so much. The flowers and the decor are beautiful, and just everything works so smoothly. Thank you. There are many people who have worked in the background: cleaners, security, caterers, photographers, music providers, technical team, videographers, the people who provided the carpet. A whole lot of people have been involved, and for everyone who did everything or anything for today, thank you. That also includes the organization of the certificates and other small matters. To those who have not mentioned, the smiles and enjoyment of everyone here today is your reward and our thanks. Finally, the executive management, especially the Vice Chancellor, for your uncompromising leadership and dedicate to the pursuit of excellence. Nkosi Kakula.
Yeah. Now this mic is not going to be adjusted again. That is why I'm using it, Mr. Mnyaiza, because I'm tall and handsome, right? Now we are done with our program for the day. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for hey, by the way, ndibulelwe. Uqalwe ngam futhi xa kubulelwayo. So the deputy started with me. She thanked me, and hopefully that I did very, very well, by the way. So as we are finishing on our screens, and to someone who is watching live at home, there are going to be some credits that will run on our screens. And then from there, we had no DJ at this occasion. I think I need to make another invoice because I was doing that job as well, of playing that music. So now, when those credits are done at our screens, the DJ will take over Gengok with the music. Now, on my side, thank you so much. By the way, this is a warning, ne? To all of you. When you're hosting your events, ne? Especially Walter Sisulu University, and then you go home and you'll be like, the event was nice, but something was lacking. The event was very nice, but something was lacking. You know what's that? If I am not the program director of that event, there will always be something lacking. Yeah. You will host another event tomorrow, next year. So hopefully that you will see me soon next year. As soon as the orientation day, I will be there facilitating the program, right? So that kungabi khonto itheni ilekhaya. Thank you so much. I'm done. My name is Lutom Tugwana from Unitra Community Radio, doing a show called Quiet Storms, Mondays and Wednesdays at 10 p.m. Thank you so much for having me. Please let me know when the credits are done. Yes, thank you. I forgot something very, very, very important. As Xhosa people, if you go to a funeral, there will be that one person who will do the vote of thanks, and then lamntu lowa uzawuthi ngicela uthini ngesiXhosa, abakhozi baya phaa kuronta, abashumayeli nabefundisi baye phayana e-sitting room, abanye ke bashiyeke apha. Abanye ke bashiyeke apha. So I'm told that table 1 and table 2 will go to that saving point, which have gold shintos to my right, and then with retirees, right, they will be served at that table, and then with the rest of us will be served at that table at my left. Ne? We get it right? Table 1, table 2, and our retirees to that table at my right, and then the rest of us will go to that table on my left. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen.